The waves crashed against the cliffs of New Asgard, a sound that usually brought peace to Thor Odinson. But today, the air tasted of ozone and ash. New Asgard was thriving, yet the god of thunder sat atop the highest peak, Stormbreaker resting by his side. A small voice called out, "Uncle Thor?" It was Love, holding a drawing. It showed Thor fighting a man in a green cloak. She whispered, "A warning, the sky is going to burn." Thor stood scanning the horizon. He felt it too. Something was tearing at the fabric of reality. Suddenly, a jagged, green tear ripped open the air. Doctor Strange stumbled out, his cloak tattered. "Thor," he gasped, "we need you." Now, Thor summoned Stormbreaker. "What is it, Kong?" Strange looked up, his eyes filled with a fear Thor had never seen before. "Worse. Someone has killed the Council of Kangs, seized the power of the Beyonders. He calls himself Doom. And Thor, he has a face, you know." The gathering at the ruins of the Avengers compound was grim. Captain America, Bruce Banner, Carol Danvers, and Shang-Chi stood around a holographic table. When Thor landed, the ground shook. "Where is he?" Thor demanded. Sam Wilson pointed to a map, Latveria. "He's built a fortress. He calls it Battleworld in the making." "Why did you say he has a face, I know?" Thor asked. "Strange." Strange waved his hand, and the hologram shifted. It showed a man in iron armor, draped in a green hood. Then the mask dissolved. Thor dropped Stormbreaker. The heavy axe cracked the concrete floor. The face was older, scarred, and cold, but it was undeniable. It was the face of Tony Stark. "Stark is dead," Thor whispered, trembling with rage and grief. "This isn't our Tony," Banner said softly. "He possesses magic that rivals the Scarlet Witch and technology that surpasses Iron Man. He calls himself Victor Bondum. He is mocking us." Thor growled, lightning crackling around his beard. A cold, metallic voice filled the room. "Or to save you." The hologram showed Doom, speaking directly to them. The voice was Stark's, but stripped of all warmth. "Avengers, the multiverse is dying. I am the only one who can stitch it together. Surrender to my peace, or face Doomsday." "I do not surrender to ghosts." Thor roared at the image. "Then Kum Odansan," Doom replied calmly. "Let us see if a god can bleed." The plan was desperate. They would attack Latveria on two fronts. Captain America would lead the ground team against legions of twisted Doom. Thor, Captain Marvel, and Doctor Strange would go straight for the Citadel. As they flew into Latverian airspace, the sky turned green. Green lightning struck Captain Marvel, sending her crashing down. "Magic!" Strange yelled, shielding them. "His armor is woven with dark magic." "I have had enough of magic," Thor shouted. He spun Stormbreaker, creating a massive hurricane that cleared the green mist. He saw the Citadel, a massive Gothic spire humming with the power of 1,000 suns. Thor launched himself forward, smashing through the outer walls and landing in the throne room. It was dark, lit only by the reactor core's glow. Sitting on the throne was Doom. He didn't stand. "You are rude, Odinson," Doom said, swirling a goblet. "Stand up," Thor commanded, Mjolnir flying into his left hand, Stormbreaker in his right. "Take off that mask." Doom stood, the metal of his suit clanking. He removed the faceplate. The face of Tony Stark looked at Thor, his eyes sharp and intelligent, but utterly devoid of love. "Tony." Thor breathed, his guard dropping for a fraction of a second. "Tony Stark was a failure," Doom said. "He tried to put a suit of armor around the world. I have put a suit of armor around the multiverse." Doom raised his hand, and a blast of green energy, a mix of repulsor tech and eldritch magic, hit Thor squarely in the chest. The god of thunder flew back, smashing through a stone pillar. He groaned, getting to his feet. You fight like him, but you lack his heart. Heart is a weakness, Doom stated. I have calculated every outcome in 14,605 futures. Only one survives, my future. The battle that followed shook the foundations of the earth. Thor unleashed the full might of the Odin. Golden lightning clashed with Doom's green energy beams. Thor threw Mjolnir. Doom caught the hammer. Thor froze. Impossible. Magic. Thor. Doom sneered, his gauntlet glowing with runes. I have rewritten the enchantment. Worthiness is a construct. Power is absolute. Doom hurled Mjolnir back at Thor, striking him in the shoulder. Thor roared in pain but swung Stormbreaker, catching Doom in the ribs. The armor held, but Doom stumbled. You bleed, Thor yelled, leaping into the air and summoning a bolt of lightning so bright it blinded the Doombots outside. He brought the axe down. Doom caught the blade with his bare hands, reinforced with nanotechnology and spells. You relied too much on your weapons, Doom grunted. I am the weapon, Thor headbutted Doom. The sound, like a tolling bell. Doom staggered back. For a moment, the stark facade flickered. You are strong, Doom admitted. But you are thinking small. Look up. Thor looked. Planets were appearing in the sky. Other Earths, all colliding. An incursion, Doom explained. I can stop it, but only if I absorb the power of all the heroes, including you. Doom pressed a button on his chest, and the floor opened up. A massive machine began to drain the energy from the room. Thor felt his strength leaving him. I will not let you, he gasped, falling to one knee. It is not your choice, Doom said, walking over to him. It looked on his face so much like the man who had saved the universe. I am saving existence, Thor. Why do you resist? Because, Thor gritted his teeth, his eyes sparking blue. Tony Stark sacrificed himself for others. You sacrifice others for yourself. With a scream that shattered the Citadel's windows, Thor summoned the Bifrost, not to travel, but to destroy. The Rainbow Bridge slammed into the room, overloading Doom's draining machine. The explosion blew the roof off the Citadel. Thor rose, floating in the center of the rainbow fire, fully powered by the All-Father's strength. Doom, he bellowed. Doom floated up to meet him. Finally, a challenge. They collided in midair. The shockwave flattened the forest 4 miles. It was a stalemate. Thor's raw power against Doom's intellect and sorcery. But Thor saw at the crack in Doom's armor where Stormbreaker had hit. Avengers. Thor spoke into his comms. Focus fire on the tower. I will keep him busy. Copy that. Thor, came Sam Wilson's voice. Thor threw everything he had at Doom. He'd intended to win. He just needed to buy time. He took hit after hit. His armor shattered. His cape burned away. But he did not fall. Why do you fight for a doomed world? Doom screamed, losing his composure. Because that's what heroes do. Thor shouted, slamming both weapons onto Doom's shield. Suddenly, a massive explosion rocked the foundation. The Avengers had destroyed the power source. Doom's armor flickered. The illusion of Stark's face wavered, revealing glimpses of a scarred, burned man beneath. He looked at Thor with pure hatred. This isn't over, Odinson Doom hissed. The incursions cannot be stopped by punching. I will remake this universe, with or without you. Doom opened a portal to a white void. His Battleworld was calling. Run back to your castle. Thor panted, blood dripping from his brow. But know this. As long as one Avenger stands, you will never be God. Doom stepped into the portal and vanished. The silence returned to Latveria. The Doombots deactivated. Thor sat on the ruble of the Citadel, breathing heavily. Sam Wilson landed next to him, offering a hand. He got away, Sam said. He retreated, Thor corrected, taking Sam's hand. He is preparing for something bigger, the War of the Universes. Dr. Strange, floated down. He has gone to the intersection of realities. He is going to try to merge all timelines into one. A Battleworld. Thor looked at Stormbreaker. He thought of love waiting for him in New Asgard. He thought of Loki. He thought of Tony. He wears his face. Thor said softly, "But he is not him. We must be ready to do what is necessary. Are you with us, Thor?" Sam asked. Thor looked at the sky, where the stars were beginning to flicker out, one by one. "For Asgard," Thor said, his voice firm. "For Earth. For Tony. I am with you until the end. What do you think will happen next? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more epic stories."